Hello guys, welcome to module 11 of Basics of HTML series. In this module we'll be learning about HTML tables, how we can add the border, how we can add the padding, how we can add the headings, how we can align the headings, how we can add a cell that span into many columns, and how we can add the cells that can span into many rows. So these are all the outcomes of today's module. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, HTML tables. So the HTML tables allows the web developer to arrange the data into the rows and the columns. So it is defined by a table tag. It starts with table tag and with / table tag. Then for every row there is a tr tag. Every head, every main content, main heading has a ts tag, and every data has a td tag. Okay. So by default the table head will be in bold and centered, and by default the table data will be regular font and left aligned. Okay, so let's see how it works. So this is a basic sheet of HTML. So we'll start with table, and we'll define a row of it, and in this row of it we'll define, suppose, a table head for now. Okay, so table head is name. Suppose we close this table head, and next table head is, suppose, contact. Okay, we'll close this table head, and we close this row /tr. The next row we define, we again use this time table data name, suppose any name you want, /td, and next data is td is it, anything you want of your choice. This is not the real number, /td. Okay, you close this table row /tr, and you close this table as well. Okay, so you save this thing, and let's see how it comes. So it came like this. Okay, we have a name, we have a contact, and under the name we have the name written, and the contact is written. Now you can also give a width to this thing in line CSS or in a style sheet. So suppose in style sheet I wrote style with 100%. Suppose 100% means it will cover the entire surface of the visible area. So as you can see, the heads are by default center align and bold, and the common data is normal and left aligned. So this is what was explained in the HTML tables. Okay, so first of all, let's add a border to it. So in the table section we'll add a border. Okay, and that border will be of our choice, what we want. So we want a 2-pixel border or solid in nature, and suppose blue in color. Okay, so this is what we want. You save this thing, see how it comes. So this is for the entire table, but you want to also add it for this table data and table head. So you have to write, suppose in the same line, table head and table data as well. You save this thing and see how it comes. Okay, so it has taken its space, and it is aligned according to the space it has taken, because since we have defined it for completely 100% width. Now also you can align everything in center or in left. Suppose this time I align everything in left. Okay, everything is left aligned. You save this thing, and everything will be left aligned. But see, we have the borders individually for everything, and we don't want this thing. So we can collapse this border by using the property border collapse. Okay, and you can give it a value collapse, and see how it will change the look. See, so the look is entirely changed. The individual border are merged now, and they have collapsed into a single border. So this is the property, this is the way you can merge and collapse the borders. So this time also you can add some paddings, and align we have already done. So to add some padding, you can do padding equals to, suppose, the spelling of the padding is wrong. Suppose 10 pixels. Okay, save this thing, and it will create a space of 10 pixels between this element, this text, and the borders, nearby border. So this is the property of using the paddings. Okay, the next thing we want is we want to add a cell that span into many columns. Suppose this is the address cell and that spans into 2 separate columns. This is one cell. So how we can do it? We have to use a separate feature called call span. Suppose in the contact section we want to, contact section is the cell you want to, this is the contact section, you want to span this cell into 2 cells. So you have to write in the contact section call span and equals to, in the quoted commas, the number of divisions you want. Suppose you want 2. Okay, you save this thing, and in the next row you add other data. Okay, you give another value, suppose, and you close this thing, /td. Okay, you save this thing. Let's see how it comes. See, so this contact section, contact cell, is now broken down to 2 separate columns, what we have given. Okay, so this is done by using a property called call span. If you divide it in 3 parts, so you can also add a separate column here, td equals to anything you want, suppose /td. So this all will be coming inside this contact section, because in the contact section we have defined the call span to 3. That means this column, this contact section will be divided into 3 separate columns. So for now, this is the way you can span, you can create a cell that span into many columns. Now the next thing is you want to create a cell that span into many rows. Like here it's given here, there is one cell that is span into 2 separate rows. Okay, so how you can do this? Let's see. So first of all, I'll remove this call span thing. Okay, and I'll remove these 2 datas over here. I'll save this thing just to show you how it will come again. It will come like this. Okay, so now next thing, suppose I want this name Kinjalk. Kinjalk is the cell I want to span. This is the cell I want to span into 2 separate rows. So how we can do it? In this Kinjalk one, I'll write call span, row span equals to 2 commas 2. Okay, and I'll save this thing. Now we can also, what we can do is we can add another row over here. We can add a data something. We can close this data and this row also, /tr. We can add one data. Okay, save it. Let's see what happens. See, so this Kinjalk cell has been split to 2 separate rows by using the property of row span. So what we did was we used the property of row span in this cell, and we used another row, and that row will be merged to this cell. So this is the way how you can add a cell. You can convert a cell that is span into many rows. Next thing, if you want to add a caption to the table, what you can do is just after the table tag you have to use a caption tag. Caption, it has to be used just after a table tag, and caption can be the table example or anything you want. Okay, suppose this is the caption I wanted, and close this thing with /caption. Okay, you save this thing and reload the page. See, so this is the caption that was created using the caption tag. So this is all about HTML tables. So we'll just take a quick review about what we have studied. So we use a table element to generate a table tr tag to generate define a table row, td to define table data, ts to define table headings, caption element to define table caption. We use the border property, we use border collapse property, the paddings, we use the text align property, we use a column span property to make a cell span into many columns, and we use a row span attribute to make a cell span into many rows. Okay, so I hope this is clear to all of you, and if you have any doubts regarding this, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much.